Today you'll need your composition book for notes and a pen or a pencil. Please hit pause and collect these materials. Alright, so today we're going to talk about the two different types of probability. We have experimental probability and theoretical probability. Experimental probability is the likelihood of an event happening based upon an experiment. Like, what's the probability of getting a heads? Do the actual flipping of the coin 50 times. And theoretical probability is the likelihood of an event based upon what the assumption is of that event. What's the probability of getting a heads? 1 out of 2. Experimental probability and theoretical probability may not match up. However, over a long period of time, the more experiments you do, the better that the experimental probability will equal the theoretical probability. Okay, go ahead and hit pause and copy these down. Okay, so let's look at an experiment. A marble is randomly drawn out of a bag and then replaced. We did this 50 times. Here are the results. Green was 12, red was 15, yellow is 23. Now, how many times did I draw? 50. These all three should add up to 50. So now, what is the probability of drawing a red marble? 15 out of 50. Reduce that, 3 out of 10. So that's your experimental probability. You can't find the theoretical probability because you don't know how many greens, how many reds, and how many yellows are in that bag. Judging just by looking at this table, do you think that there's an equal number of red and green? They look about like they'd be the same. But what about yellow? Yellow's almost double green. So in this bag, there was probably equal green and red and then double the green for yellow or double the red for yellow. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try another one. We've got 100 draws. Here are the outcomes. Estimate the probability of drawing a purple ticket on the next draw. Go ahead and hit pause and try that. Okay, so you should have gotten 55 out of 100. You've got to reduce it. 11 out of 20. So, looking at this set of information, what can you deduce given how many purple, orange, and brown were drawn? That orange and brown probably had the equal number of tickets, while purple had a double number of tickets as orange or brown. Excellent. Or dice. If you roll a total of 5, you will win, and if you roll a total of 2, you will lose. If you roll anything else, the game continues. What is the probability that you will lose on your next roll? For the first part of this problem, I need to see all of my outcomes that are possible if I roll 2 number cubes. For example, I can roll a 1 and a 1. I can roll a 1 and a 2. I can roll a 1 and a 3. I can roll a 1 and a 4. And I can continue on this way, but I don't want to. So here's a graph of what all my possible outcomes are. Now, I want to know what I need to draw if I'm going to lose. So if I roll a total of 2, I lose. So I need to find out how many up here are a total of 2. How many different sets? Just the one. How many different combinations do I have? Well, remember, you have 6 combinations on your first die, and you have 6 combinations on your second die. So when you have multiple probabilities, you multiply. So you have 36 total combinations. Of those 36, 1 will get you to lose. So what's my probability that I will lose? 1 out of 36. So now I want to know what my probability is that I will win. I have to have a total of 5 to win. So let's see which ones will give me a total of 5. There's 4 and 1, 3 and 2, 2 and 3, and 1 and 4. So how many chances do I have to win? 4 out of how many? Yes, 36. So that reduces to 1/9. And that's my theoretical probability. I'm not doing an experiment. It's my theoretical probability. So let's look at this one. These are the cards that are in the stack. What is the probability that you draw a card that is either white or striped? Well, how many of them are white? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are striped? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many are white or striped? 9 out of how many? 12, which reduces to 3 out of 4. That's not right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I want you to find the probability that you will get a shaded and numbered with a number less than 10. It's tricky. So bring this to class tomorrow and we'll talk about it. See you then.